Hi, how are you? I'm Kate.
Adriana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
Well, you're doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty nice weather today.
It is actually. I'm enjoying it as
Yeah.
much as I can.
I know, it's pretty dead on the streets right now because of this virus going around,
It's very terrible.
but yeah. How are you doing with all your summer camps? Do you have a lot of kids registered?
Yes, we do. We actually have like different age group kids coming
Okay.
in, and they're just enjoying everything that we've been having so
Yeah.
far.
And I know I'm kind of familiar. When I was a kid, I used to go to Camp Tecumseh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I know like some of the activities you guys do. You do like bow and arrows, like
Yes.
archery.
Mhm.
You do like rock climbing. They'll even go swimming
Yeah.
and canoeing. What else do you guys have? Do you have anything new going on? Because that was from when I was a kid, so I don't know if you add anything else.
Everything's basically like pretty similar to obviously like previous camps and stuff, but we've been actually trying to like look for new like opportunities coming in and stuff like that.
That's great. So what age do you have? Like, what's the youngest age of kids that come and stay?
The youngest age probably is around 7,
Okay.
8 years old.
Yeah, and what age does it go up to? Are they like teenagers?
Around teenagers, but
Okay.
teenagers like 14, 15.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
as I said, I work with Bounce You Inflatables,
Yes.
and we're like a bounce house company.
Mhm.
So we do parties in our location. We can do an open bounce where people come on like a field trip, and they just like bounce for a couple of hours and then they get to leave. Or we have like birthday parties, which is a private event.
Mhm.
Or we're doing something new. We're expanding our company, and we're actually doing a product or a service where we come to you
Mhm.
and we bring our bounce houses. You can choose how many you want and
Yeah.
what kind of ideas or
Yeah.
ones that you want. There's ones
Mhm.
that have castles. There's one that they like the kids can box,
Oh.
or there's just a regular bounce house.
Yeah.
So you pick those, and we can come to you. We set up the whole thing, and then
Mhm.
we also clean it up afterwards. So
Great.
if you're looking for something new to add to your summer camp that makes you stand out from your competitors, this would be
Right.
something that would be really good for you.
That's a very good idea, actually. Do you guys have prices, or how does this work?
Yep, so
with,
it
you know-
depends. So we could work out something since your situation's a little bit different because you are a couple hours from where our primary location
Right.
is. So we could do something where we come and we could stay for a couple of days during each kid's session because I know you do multiple sessions in the summer.
Right.
So maybe for like the first session we could have our bounce houses there for like a whole
Mhm.
week. And then so you would only pay the price for like the first week.
Mhm.
And then we could see how that goes. If it is successful and the kids do enjoy it, then we can do the next week. And if this continues to happen with each session, we can have like a discounted rate for you.
Okay, that's perfect. I know you mentioned how like you're very like distant from us.
Yeah.
Would that ever be like a bad like factor in a way, like as if would like say if like you said like you were like coming late?
Yeah.
Like,
So how that would work is if we're coming and we're setting up and we're leaving our product there
Mhm.
for like the whole week, we could actually have somebody come up, like let's say you plan on the kids doing this activity around noon.
Right.
We would come up a couple hours before to set up and make sure that we have a couple hours to spare to
Right.
make everything function and making
Mhm.
sure everything is blowing up and everything is set up. But the only thing that would affect this if there's like rain, we do have to take the products down
Right.
and we won't be able to like blow up the
Have
machines
it.
if there's rain because it's just dangerous for the kids to be sliding around.
Definitely.
So that's the only thing we'd have to make sure that the weather is good
Consider
that
it.
week.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that would affect us.
Okay, perfect. Now do you have any examples that you can show us?
Yeah, so we've actually done this before. Like I said, at our main location,
Mhm.
it's in Fishers, Indiana. So we have a lot of people come and do bounce houses. We've done this at schools.
Okay.
They do a lot of fundraisers, so we go there. We've even
Right.
done an outdoor event, which is what we're kind of thinking of
Mhm.
for you, but this would be a more long-term thing versus just like a one-day event where we set up and
Right.
then we're there for like let's say 8 hours and then we go home. We would set up and leave it there for a couple of days type
Okay.
thing. And what we could do is when we have these events outside, we actually send a couple of our staff members there to supervise.
Mhm.
So I know you do have camp counselors who will
Yeah.
supervise the kids, but I could send a couple of my staff members and make them maybe if we're leaving the bounce houses there for a week, maybe
Yeah.
they could just stay there for a
To
week
supervise
to
them.
supervise. That way,
That's great.
so there's no liability issues because we
Right.
do have all the participants sign a waiver
Mhm.
just in case anything were to happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and we would also make sure all the counselors do watch a safety video
Mhm.
of just how to bounce and play properly in the bounce houses.
Well, it sounds like a perfect
Yeah.
opportunity to come in, and hopefully it works out the way you want
Yeah.
it to. But yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, nothing I could think of right now.
Okay, awesome. Here's my business card. If you want to get in touch with me, I'll be free next week and we can set up a meeting. Or you can come to our location and we can show you some of the bounce houses that we could possibly bring.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. I'll be down to do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
It was super nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Have a good day.
Thank you as well.